kung isi-focus natin, of course, giving due process, pag isi-focus natin to Mr. Chairman, ito rin yung isasagot niya.
Okay.
I have prior commitment and I will blah, blah, blah. Di ba? So,
are you putting that into motion?
yeah. That's
Okay,
why,
go ahead.
That's why my motion is to issue a subpoena.
Maraming salamat po. Pasensya na po mga kasama. We will be proceeding to the those personalities that we have invited. Comsec, can you kindly tell us kung sino yung mga invited na hindi nakarating? Can you give me the documents? So we have invited the Pcso and we have received several letters telling us that they cannot appear on this hearing. And unfortunately, this is a very important meeting that we have to discuss, and the head of the agency must be present. So I hope Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Chairman.
Anyway, if you want to say something, mga members who are here, sige.
Anyway, thank you. Thank you very much, Chairman Dan. Good morning to everyone, especially to the resource speakers and to the members of this honorable committee. Mr. Chairman, we have a letter coming from GM Robles. And as far as I remember, he was invited during the first hearing of this investigation. And he was also absent during the time. And the excuse made through this letter is that GM Robles has prior commitments, which was not stated. And in his letter, on behalf of GM Robles, for the information of the members of this committee, Ms. Remilisa Gabuyo, the Assistant General Manager for Branch Operation, is she present? Ma'am, what is the prior commitment of the good GM Robles?
Mrs. Gabuyo, you are recognized. Go ahead.
Good morning po, Honors. I am not aware of the previous commitments of the GM po.
So you're not aware? But you're aware that you will represent the Pcso
Yes po.
today?
Yes po, I'm aware po.
Do you have an authority coming from the Pcso General Manager?
Yes po.
Sorry?
Yes po.
In written or
No po,
verbal?
based po dun sa letter po ni GM Robles po sa Honorable Congress. To this committee po.
So you have an authority coming from him
Opo.
to answer all the query that will be raised by members of this committee?
Yes, yes po.
Okay. Anyway, Chairman, it's up to the chair and the members of this committee if it is valid. But for me, Mr. Chairman, my personal opinion with regards to this letter of GM Robles, he never cited his prior commitments. Well, in fact, Ms. Gabuyo has also no knowledge with regards to the prior commitments of GM Robles. So it's up to the committee what will be the judgment of this committee. Now, before we somebody will move or rule on that particular invitation from refusal to the invitation of this honorable committee.
Yes.
Let me also, I have also with me.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
before we leave the topic, with the indulgence of the Honorable Paduano,
Yes. What's the pleasure of the good Congressman Paul?
may I know the date of the letter that we sent to?
It's March. Send natin sa kanila. 7. Yes, so March 7.
May I know the date of his letter?
The date of his letter is March 8.
March 8.
Yes. Here. So, but today is what? March 14.
May we request the General Manager to tell us what would be the prior commitment that is more important than coming here in this House of Representatives simply because we have seen the investigations conducted by the Senate. Present po siya, pero dito wala siya,
Hmm.
Mr. Chair.
I also would like to share that sentiment. So we'll be asking him to be present on the next hearing and give us a valid reason why he is not present for today's hearing. And by the way, I would like to ask also, because I really wanted to find out who is behind this narrative, no, the fake narrative of the billionario.com. And I'll be inviting the Miss Eileen Mencias, who wrote this article, and the owner of billionario.com. Please take note of that. Pwede nga lang sana imbitahan din yung mga Ukrainian no? Ito yung mga Ukrainian ng mga mga attack and collect sa cargo industry last year pa to, pero I just wanted to put it into record that these are the people who are trying to extort us. Many times they called us and they wanted to collect sum of money from us. So yun lamang po, mga kasama. So,
Chairman, can I proceed?
yes, go ahead. So can
Thank
you
you.
kindly tell also those people who have written also an excuse letter to us?
Anyway, next that was invited was the director of Pcso, Janet De Leon Mercado. Yes, she has also a letter dated March 11, and now it's March 14. The letter was sent to them, the invitation was sent to them March 7. Now, in her letter, ganon din po, prior commitment, but her commitment was stated in this letter sent to us. And the reason why he cannot attend this hearing is all because she has previously requested official travel to one of the islands in Quezon Province as our charity outreach program from March 14 to 16, 2024. So, mas malaga po ang outreach program ng Pcso kaysa po dito sa hearing na ito. That's why, Mr. Chairman, since I think the reason is being stated in this letter will not satisfy question of the prior commitment and the value of this legislative inquiry. Mr. Chairman, I move to issue a subpoena for Ms. Janet De Leon Mercado because this is kasi, Mr. Chairman, invitation, but this is also an explanation coming from her. And if we issue a so-called order for her to explain why she should not be cited in Vulcan, eto na rin yung sasagot niya Diba? Kung issue cost natin, of course, giving due process, pag issue cost natin to Mr. Chairman, ito rin yung isasagot niya.
Okay,
I have prior commitment and I will blah, blah, blah. Diba? So,
are you putting that into motion?
yeah. That's
Okay,
why,
go ahead.
That's why my motion is to issue a subpoena.
There's a motion to issue subpoena to Miss
Subpoena ad testificandum to Janet De Leon Mercado.
To
Mr.
Jerry?
Chairman.
Janet Mercado. Second motion. Any second motion?
Second the motion.
There's a second motion. Any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved.
The last letter, Mr. Chairman, that was invited is Director Jennifer Yongson Guevara. Again, prior commitment then, but she never cited his reason why she is not present in today's hearing. That's why with this, Mr. Chairman, I move to issue a show cause order for Director Jennifer Yongson Guevara. So,
So
Mr.
there's a
Chairman.
motion to issue a show cause orders to Miss Jennifer Guevara.
Mr.
Any
Chair.
second? Yes,
Mr.
Congressman Molada, please.
Maybe allowed to. Why are we giving, no offense intended to Gold Congressman Hornegros, but why are we, I have this impression that we are treating the GM of Pcso differently from from that, yeah. Why is he allowed to, and then we're issuing subpoena to that lady. Different treatment.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Well, I think the reason was there was no valid reason that was stated on the documents that he sent to us. Is it
No,
right?
no.
Let me explain, Mr.
Sige,
Chairman.
go ahead.
The two motions that I move is for the first is subpoena because if we issue a show cause, as I mentioned, if we issue a show cause order, that will also be the answer to the show cause order that we'll be issuing.
Yes.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, why I issue a show cause order for Sergeant Janet De Leon, because in her letter, he never explained
Correct.
why he's not present in today's hearing. Now, in the case, in the case of GM Robles, and I think that is the issue raised by the good congressman from
Colada.
Ambiswa,
Yeah.
Ambiswa party list. Now, Mr. Chairman, the motion that was stated by the good congressman from Antipolo, Congressman Chairman Ako, was for the GM. Sabotahin ng anong.com. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, I think the motion that was made by Chairman Akop was still, though he moved for the GM to explain on the next hearing. But for me, it's also a show cause order. Issue for the GM to explain why he should be cited in contempt for not attending two invitations in this hearing. Now, unless the good congressman from Ambiswa will have another motion or amendments to the motion that was raised by Congressman Akop, I think the chair of this committee will be open enough to entertain and to study that particular motion that will be raised by the good congressman.
Is it
from
a
Ambiswa.
manifestation
Thank you, Mr.
or you
Chairman.
wanted to amend the
The
motion
to
that
the
was,
judgment of the chairman of this committee.
Okay, all right. So we will maintaining the
Mr.
motion
Chair.
by Congressman Akop. But before we
Uh,
proceed, the chair would like to recognize Congressman Akop.
It was my motion which was acted upon. Insofar as GM Robles is concerned, the point of the Honorable Colada is what is sauce for the gander should be sauce for the goose. So may I move that we abandon my motion and then move that GM Mel Robles should also be subpoenaed. So move, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, all right. So
Mr.
there is
Chair,
a
Mr. Chair, before we act on that,
yes, okay,
why
go
don't
ahead,
we
Congressman Flores.
apply it to all of those who sent an excuse letter para sabay na lahat.
So even the show cause order that was moved by Congressman Paduano will be amended as well.
If Chairman Akop.
So we need a withdrawal of motion. So can you
Mr.
kindly
Chairman.
withdraw your motion, Congressman Paduano, please?
Mr. Chairman, I yield to the
All right.
to the
So there's
manifestation
a
Vice
yielding
Chairperson.
of that motion, and we will be moving for the motion of subpoena to the following personalities: